Okay, MP, let's turn it around right here.
The National Basketball Association and the Utah Jazz are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior such as fighting, throwing objects, using improper language or gestures, handling the ball, or interrupting play. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to ejection and possible arrest. Please report any violations to these rules to the nearest usher, security, or arena staff member.
Reminder fans, we hope you'll come and join us for our Trading Friday. The first 10,000 fans through the arena will receive a free flight pass. Arrive early for the fan zone and get them done with Jazz gear.
And preparing for battle. Each guy with his own approach to getting ready for what should be. Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up, along with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. This is Brian Anderson, and we've got our reporter, Allie LaForce, and a chance to see the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. You take a look at Brooklyn, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
You know, right now for Utah, they were hoping to begin the year better. It's still too soon to hit the panic button, but they're heading in the wrong direction.
Let's check out Sacramento's starting lineup. DeRozan and Murray in at the forward spots. Malik Monk is out there with Zach LaVine. And it's Sabonis in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Utah, Markkanen and Collins the 3 and 4. George and Sexton in the backcourt. And it's Kessler in at the center position. Substitution here for Utah. Filipowski, he's checked in for Kessler. Collins comes in for John Collins. Clarkson's checked in for Sexton. And it's Collier in for George. Ellis passes to Lyles. Fultz with it. Pass to Ellis. Three-pointer. No good there. Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce, who was able to talk with Will Hardy.
The message that he sent to his team is that they need to be laser-focused on DeMar DeRozan. He told me DeRozan can expect to see plenty of double teams. He said if they're going to beat us tonight, DeMar's not going to be the guy to do it. And, of course, DeMar may have something to say about that. We'll find out. Back over to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Here's Filipowski. Still without a bucket. Pass to Markkanen. No good. That would have tied it.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Now here's DeRozan. Give him 8. Yep, that one goes. DeRozan's got 10.
Man, he's bringing the energy, the efficiency. I love what he's doing offensively.
Here's Collier. Pass to Collins. And here's Markkanen. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Being Markkanen is 7 feet tall, he's absolutely an inside threat. I just love watching him capitalize from this area.
Now here's Fultz. DeRozan outside. Collins with the rebound. And so it's Collins who brings up the ball for the Utah Jazz. Trailing by 2. Can't tie it up. That one misses.
Whew, I think he wants that one back. I mean, he knows he's capable of better.
Here's DeRozan. Gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
You know, when it comes to Keegan Murray, it's his all-around presence that helps this team, Richard.
Yeah, he's a very talented glue guy. He doesn't make a ton of splash plays, but he is steady and consistent, and coaches love players like that.
Now here's Clarkson. Just 4 to shoot. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Pass to Collier. Now here's Collins. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. And a nice finish on the layup. And now a 6-point Kings. Lead. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Kings.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And they've done a tremendous job just creating havoc defensively. Active hands have led to tons of turnovers that they've capitalized on.
LaRavia's checked in for Murray.
Playing at such a nice pace, Sexton's pull-up, it's a perfect shot.
Fultz passes to DeRozan. Got a hand on it. There's 37 seconds left now in the first quarter. Clarkson finds Collins. Back to Clarkson. Collins outside. Pass to Clarkson. Misses the 3. Sexton against Fultz. Over Sexton. That one off the back iron and out. On the wing, Clarkson. What a performance for DeMar DeRozan. He's been the story for Sacramento. Absolutely carrying the offense. He in and taking a look at Sacramento's performance here. Guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
It's been a group effort. Great showing from them.
Taking a look at the Kings. We got Trey Lyles. Markelle Fultz is out there with Zach LaVine. And it's Ellis in at the 2. On Thursday, they'll go up against Chris Paul and the San Antonio Spurs. And then on Saturday, they'll be playing against Russell Westbrook and the Denver Nuggets.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
Back come the Kings in transition. And a quick check now on the teams that led the league from the charity stripe a year ago. Number 1, the Jazz.
Well, last year, they were tremendous at the line. A very fundamentally sound team shooting-wise.
Well, the Jazz are one of just 10 NBA franchises to never win a championship, Grant.
Yeah, you know, it's so hard to believe considering they had the 4th best winning percentage in NBA history. Think about it. If it weren't for one Michael Jordan, they'd probably have 2 rings.
The shot by Filipowski, no good. The Kings lead by 8. Second quarter of basketball, about a minute played so far. Levine feeling it out a bit. Lyles the screen. Ooh, the soft touch of Levine, knocking down the three.
And since being drafted in 2014, Levine has put in the work to get his three-point shot where he likes it, really upgrading that deep game.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot.
That's his second triple this quarter after hitting one earlier. This is how you space the floor.
Collins passes to Filipowski. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
He's got a knack for those putbacks, so you have to be aware of that defensively. Get a body on him.
Levine. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. That free throw good from Levine. Richard, something you notice about these Kings, they shoot plenty of threes.
And that's the modern game for you, BA. But Sacramento shoots especially freely. You are right. And those shots often connect, so I doubt that that trend changes for them anytime soon.
You know, Grant, looking at the career of Colin Sexton, he had a huge third season, averaged 24 a game.
Yeah, BA. And unfortunately, Colin hurt his knee early during his fourth year. Had season-ending surgery, but we've seen Sexton make a full comeback and just a dynamic scoring guard.
Levine against Collins. Fades. Shot by Levine, no good.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Here's Collins. And another miss by Utah. Here are the Kings with the ball now. They're on a 13-5 run. Monk passes to Levine. Monk against Sexton. Pass to Ellis. Collins with the rebound. Jazz trail by 12. Out left to the wing. Here's Hendricks. Back to Collins. Pass to Filipowski. From the wing. Misses another. Just 1 of 4 from the floor.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
Here's Lyles. Utah grabs the miss. Filipowski's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Clarkson for 3. Second chance effort. Here's Collins. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. And so Monk will bring it up for Sacramento. And it's out of bounds to Sacramento. Collier, he's checked in for Utah. The Kings also with a sub. Sabonis, he's checked in for Laravia. On defense, the Jazz. A 12-point game. Pass to Monk. Picked by Sabonis. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Filipowski. Filipowski's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Hendricks on the wing. Clarkson. Collins outside. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Collier. The Jazz again can't hit. And it's Sacramento's ball. They're on a 13-5 run. Down low. And Sabonis slams it in.
Love to see Sabonis get dominant like this. Defense has no chance to interfere.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Kessler, he's checked in for Utah. John Collins comes in for Hendricks. Laravia's checked in for the Kings. And it's Utah with the ball. They trail by 14. You know, last game they matched up with the Mavs. A tough loss there.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
Yeah, if you allow a team to shoot such a high percentage in their own building, you're going to have a big hill to climb.
Here's Collins. Oh, it's blocked by Levine.
When you got bounce like Levine, you're always a threat to get your hand on the ball when you contest.
And Sacramento making a change here. DeRozan is checked in. And it's Sacramento's ball. They're on a 15-5 run. Here's Ellis. Pass to Levine. Lets it go from deep. No good. Collins outside. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Back come the Kings in transition. Here's the floater. And the basket by Monk. Monk's got his first 2 points.
You definitely saw the speed of Monk in this transition break.
To the middle. Kessler passes to Clarkson. It's tipped. And they'll get another chance. Levine against Collins. Shoots over Levine. The Jazz again can't hit.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much.
And so it's the Sacramento Kings with a commanding lead to end the quarter. 27 points, looking good. Defense is setting the tone. We'll be right back with you shortly.
In terms of efficiency, they've been on point. Incredible execution. I love the way they're playing on both ends.
Yeah, and now let's take a moment to see how the West stacks up here in this early part of the season.
And taking a look at Sacramento, even if they're not the team we thought they'd be, they haven't completely come off the rails. Still plenty of time left. With all this talent, I can see them turning it around real fast. How fast? That fast.
Thanks, as always, for watching.
And with getting ready for Utah. Filipowski, he's checked in for Kessler. Collins comes in for John Collins. Clarkson's checked in for Sexton. And it's Collier in for George. Clarkson finds Collins. And he drops it in from the low post.
And we think of Clarkson often as a scorer, but there, making the unselfish pass, just great work.
Jordan Clarkson is out there with Collier. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. Then it's Filipowski. And it's Collins in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Ellis passes to Lyles. Here's Laravia. Connects from downtown. Laravia's got 8.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
To the inside, here's Collins. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Grant, a big reason for Utah to be excited about the future. Their young head coach, Will Hardy.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he's had this team competitive after trading away both Mitchell and Gobert. And I love how Hardy has developed guys like Lauri Markkanen.
Well, Grant, the Kings are one of those up-and-coming teams that are knocking at the door.
Yeah, they have some stars, B.A. They have some great role players, too. Part of their problem is they're in the Western Conference. It's so hard to just make the play-in tournament in that conference.
Collins comes with a double, and that's out of bounds. Last touch by Filipowski. Here's Ellis. They grab their own miss.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Now here's Collins, tightly guarded. 5 to shoot. Jones grabs the board. And so it's Fultz who brings it up for Sacramento. Pass to Ellis. To the paint. Jones in the post. Collins there. Off target at the rim. The Jazz have gone 7 of 13 in the second half. Inside. Filipowski, the pass to Collins. Jones grabs the board. Sacramento has got 4 of 8 attempts to fall from deep here in the third quarter. Pass to Lyles. Takes a 3. Nails it from 3. Lyles has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Utah has gotten nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Collins with a screen on Fultz. And the foul called on Markelle Fultz. That's his first foul of the game. Hendricks is checked in for Lauri Markkanen.
Coming on the floor for the Jazz, number 0, Taylor Hendricks.
52 seconds left in the third. Taking a look back at last season, the team leaders in rebounding. In the third spot, the Jazz.
You can see the emphasis they put on rebounding. Such a huge part of their game, and one that they didn't ignore.
That one goes. Count it.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
To the paint. Here's Collins to end the run. And it's LaRavia with a rebound. LaRavia's got 4 rebounds in the game. 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Ellis passes to Fultz. Shoots over Collier. Fultz can't get it to go. Utah shooting around 33%. Not the best offensive efficiency. Stripped it away.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Second personal foul, 13 foul.
There's 6 seconds left in the third quarter here. Collins outside. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Sacramento Kings. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Taking a look at Sacramento, we've got Markelle Fultz, and it's Jones in at the 4. Here's Ellis. He's covered by Clarkson. Clock at 6. Here's LaRavia. Off target with the 3.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Collins passes to Clarkson. Back to Collins. Collins a screen to the inside. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Now Fultz. Hey, Grant, when you look at the mentality of today's players, what are the differences from back in your day?
Well, B.A., through the wonders of technology, players interacting more directly with their fans and telling their own stories. Also, there's a brotherhood. It's a bit more brotherly with players on different teams more friendly than in days past. And, you know, I'm not sure how I feel about that.
No, it's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Here's LaRavia. Collins defending. Ellis passes to LaRavia. Late clock here. The Kings need to get one up. Fires from deep. Clarkson grabs a miss. The Jazz shooting just 34% so far in this one. Here's Collier. And the layup falls. Collier's gotten his first points in this one.
Getting the ball inside, usually a pretty good recipe.
The Kings have gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Right side Fultz. Pulls it. Collects the 2 points near the hoop.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
The Jazz have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Pass to Collins. Hauled in by the Kings. And following this one, they'll take on the Hawks in Atlanta. It'll be their second game of a 4-game road trip. Now here's Fultz. He's guarded closely. Here's Ellis. He's covered by Clarkson. And the layup is good off the glass.
Assisted by Markel Fultz.
And so it's Collins who brings up the ball for the Jazz. Pass to Hendricks. And that one is stuffed right through.
The BA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Fultz scanning the floor. LaRavia. That one falls. Nice assist by Fultz. Fultz has got 6 assists in the game.
And he's quickly up to 4 made threes in this game. Sheesh. Put this man the rock.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Well, RJ, there have been so many great rivalries over the years. It's part of what makes the NBA special.
It elevates the league when there are great teams always meeting on the biggest stage. It makes everyone pay attention when the best players are matched up against each other.
Collins, he's checked in for Hendricks. The Kings also with a sub. McDermott's checked in